there are a lot of men, you're working out in the gym, to build muscle. You're doing it consistently, challenging yourself, progressive overload. You know the different routines. You're putting the effort into the gym to build muscle. That's awesome. All right. At the same time, you have too much body fat, right? So in addition to building muscle, you need to lose that body fat to look good. That's going to be the key. No matter how much muscle you have, if you want to present the best physique, you got to get lean. All of that muscle marbled by fat, it's going to really diminish the look. All right. You're going to have all that muscle, but all the nooks and crannies, as I see the definition that really makes you have an outstanding physique, you're not going to have that definition because of too much body fat. So all that effort, all that muscle that you're building is being compromised with too much body fat. If you really want to accentuate all that hard work, all that muscle that you've built, you got to get lean. So I think you know that. But here's the challenge for a lot of men. Every time they go into a calorie deficit to lose that body fat, and they're losing weight on the scale, they're feeling smaller in their shirts. So that calorie deficit, they are losing weight. But the big fear is, I'm losing all my hard-earned muscle. I did not work this hard just to diet off my muscle. I'm not going to go through this process. I've been putting off this dieting for a long time. And this is part of the reason why, because every time I diet, all of my hard work is gone. I'm losing muscle. How do I prevent that from happening? Well, number one, to prevent muscle loss is just continual overload, right? Doing your same great workout habits, being consistent, challenging yourself in the gym. Not just challenging yourself every workout. Break it down. Challenge yourself to push yourself every set. Just look at it set by set. That's what you need to do to initiate the muscle building process, to preserve what you have. Then it's your eating habits, right? You got to make sure you eat enough food, emphasis on protein. But at the same time, even when you do that, right, you got to be in a deficit if you're going to lose that body fat, lose that weight. Remember, weight on the scale is one thing, but losing body fat is another thing. You want to do this in a sustainable, gradual process, right? So you preserve that muscle and gradually lose the weight, and hopefully that weight that you lose is in body fat. I think you know all this. But here is the mental challenge that comes along with the journey of losing that body fat and displaying that muscle more prominently, all right, while you're preserving that muscle mass. It's the illusion that all that size that you have. I know you're known as the big guy. People say, hey, you're the big guy. Hey, right? You look good in a shirt. But, you and I both know you wouldn't be so proud of your physique if you took your shirt off because you have too much body fat. But you're known as the big guy. You're the guy who works out. That's part of your identity. Right, that can weigh on you mentally. All right, when you think that you're losing all your muscle, and people are saying, "Hey, do you still work out? Hey, are you sick?" Because that's part of your identity. It's an illusion, right? All of that size is not muscle. You need to get smaller, and it's a normal part of the process because that muscle that you have is marbled by fat, right? For most men, that is only an illusion that you are losing all of your hard-earned muscle. And if you believe that to be true, you're going to stay big and bulky and never go on the journey. And let me just tell you, when you go on that journey, that first 10 pounds that you work so hard of weight that you lose, and you're feeling smaller in your shirt, you're not going to look good. You're going to look worse, right? But you got to keep on going on and lose the next 10 pounds because that's when you're going to look amazing. That's when you're going to look great, right? So when you've done all that work, you've lost 10 pounds, you think you're losing all that body fat, keep on going. You got to trust yourself. You got to trust me when I say that. It's the next 10 pounds when all the magic happens and you're lean and you create that illusion of size. That's how it really works. So when you're doing everything you can with the overload training and being consistent and you are eating enough food, emphasizing protein, you just got to believe that size that you're losing, it's not in the form of muscle mass because it's not. You just got to persist and keep on going. It's an illusion for most men, no matter how certain you are, that you've lost a significant amount of muscle mass in that dieting process.